Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your Divine Masculine Weekly Forecast. And today we are going to really highlight the unfinished business between you and your Divine Masculine. So just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks I'll be using here today are created by myself and will be listed down below. So the Organites are also the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Nudes created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So some of this reading is going to be available here on the channel, and the other portion will be available on the extended reading. So I'll put that link down below. If you guys have any issues with the link, just go ahead and email me at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com and I'll get you set up, okay? All right, you guys, let's jump right into the messages. So let's see, what is a snapshot of this week's energy for this connection? We're going to go into my Treasure Trove Oracle. What is a snapshot of this week's energy for the connection? Oh, that one just wanted to fall out, so we will take it. We have the High Roller. Like a true risk taker, the High Roller is all about doubling down. Now is the time to roll the dice and take a chance. Ooh, okay, so it could be that when it comes to taking a risk or a chance, doing something leap of faith like the Fool's energy, that could be in the works this week. Let's go into my Treasure Trove Tarot and see what this is about. Ooh, we have the Tower. So something could be shocking this week. You don't see it coming. So this masculine could do something this week that could take you by surprise. Feminine could bring you some sort of communication or news, especially if you guys have been out of communication. I feel like this has really been coming up for a theme the last few weeks. And so I feel like for everybody, you know, maybe somebody is holding back communication, but there's just like something that's bubbling up, like, oh, I'm really going to just do this already. I'm tired of holding myself back. So there's some sort of a risk that might be taken this week on someone's part. All right, let's see what else. We have the Engineer. It says you have been given the ingenuity from this tradesman. Time to think outside the box, work smarter, not harder. Okay, so really taking some time to figure out, like using our tools, trying to figure out how we're going to go about a situation. All right, so somebody's really in their head thinking about things on what they want to do, trying to create a strategy. Yeah, see, that's the Fool's energy I was picking up on. Taking some sort of risk. So I feel like that's what's happening this week. This masculine may take a risk towards you, feminine, especially if you guys are in a separation or challenge right now with no communication. Really just kind of doing it, just throwing caution to the wind and just doing this. And this might shock you, feminine. You might feel like, oh my God, I never thought in a million years that he would do this. And he does. All right, let's see what else. The Magician. It's kind of cool. The Fool and then the Magician. It says, a magician never reveals his secrets. Luckily, you've seen this trick before and know just what to keep your eyes on. So this is about something that you don't expect. It feels like, are you kidding me? Like a magic trick, like, wow, like I'm very surprised. This is also something that's being kept secret, as in you would have no idea that this masculine is about ready to bring you this either communication or make this move towards you. He's not revealing this to you through his words or his actions. So that's why it's going to be so shocking, I feel, to the feminine when this does happen. Okay. And I feel like maybe with this, it says you feel like you've seen this before, and I'm kind of getting you haven't seen nothing yet. He's got some new tricks up his sleeve, feminine. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this connection has, I feel, been very blocked. It's been very stuck for maybe a while. You guys have been going around the same loops over and over again, but I feel like there's something that's about ready to be broke. And the Eight of Swords also is a card that indicates that someone has been in their own mental prison. They've been telling themselves that they can't do something, but then caution is thrown to the wind and they do it anyways. And what is it? Eight of Wands, which is communication. So the underlying focus this week is on movement and communication of this connection, taking things to a whole new level, doing something out of character this week. Somebody has tools and they're actually using them to make a difference and do something to create change and transformation. Wow. So that's what we got for the snapshot of this week's energy. Something major happening behind the scenes, and that something is going to be revealed and it might shock you. So let's look at the lessons that are presenting themselves this week. Okay, what are some lessons This is my Twin Flame Journey Shadows deck. What lessons are presenting themselves? We have Escapist. Feel like you can run, but you can't hide. I feel like perhaps this masculine may have been trying to escape doing something, running away from it for a while, but guess what? It's like it's catching up with him. This is my Cosmic Contracts deck. Wow, I will try to do the work for you. Okay, what I'm seeing here is that this masculine may have been waiting for his feminine to do the work, actually. Because maybe you've always made things easy for him before, feminine, but this time you're not doing that. You're done. You're done making this easy. You're done being the person to make contact. You're done being the person to, initiate things. You have pulled away. So what you're essentially doing, feminine, is you now are... You're not forcing, because the masculine has free will, but you're invoking, I guess, this feeling that he's going to have to do something if there's going to be any change in this situation. So whereas you may have enabled him before, that is no longer happening. So that's the challenge this week. That's the lesson this week. Okay. This is my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. Yeah, oof. Ace of Swords, like it's very clear. It's very clear and it's a challenge. The Ace of Swords is kind of like that double-edged sword where we're very aware of something. We can't undo it. We can't unsee it now that we've seen it. Smoke and mirrors is, BS. We can put up all the smoke and mirrors that we want, but really we know what needs to happen. We're in the truth of that. We can't hide from that anymore. So something has been made very clear, I feel, to the masculine this week, and he knows what he has to do. Okay, so we have the Siren of Decay. This is the Queen of Pentacles. It does say gold digger. Obviously, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who might be trying to take something from this masculine. I don't feel like this is the feminine. I feel like this is perhaps somebody around the masculine. Maybe he's trying to escape someone. Maybe he's with someone he doesn't really truly love. This could even be a parental figure, somebody who is just like trying to almost suffocate someone, trying to over-involve themselves in someone's life. So this masculine's mother or a caretaker or someone around them, it could be a sister or a friend, is really trying to dig their heels deep into this masculine because they don't want him to change. They don't want to lose him. They don't want to lose the benefits of their connection with him. So I feel like it's going to resonate for some of you guys. Some of you know that there's a real heavy influence around this masculine that has an effect on your connection or that has an effect on his behavior. And I feel like that is clearing up that facade, that BS that they've been telling themselves about this person. There could also be an individual that tries to do everything for this masculine, but he doesn't want it anymore. He's getting, he wants to break free from whatever that is. He's seeing that as very toxic. He's seeing that as something that it's just not what I want. It's no longer attractive to me. So some of you guys are dealing with a masculine that has someone around them that they're trying to get away from. And I feel like the feminine, you guys have just stepped away. You're just like, look, this is your deal. I'm out. I'm not dealing with this. You figure out what you want to do, but I'm not gonna be a part of it. Misery loves company. The Sun. I feel like you guys, and it's only going to resonate for some, you guys have just let the masculine be with this person or to hang out with this person. Even if it's just a friend, it doesn't matter. You're just like, look, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to be a third party here. I'm not going to fight this situation. You figure out what you need to figure out, but I'm out. And because you've done that, what you've done essentially is you've removed yourself as being an influence in this situation, and you have just let this masculine sit with this person and experience the misery and see what he actually does not want. Okay? So sometimes that's what you got to do. And some of us are just like, oh, I can't do that. I can't be a part. I can't let that person win. I can't let that relationship happen. But the more that we try to control someone, it's almost like the more of a problem that we look like and that we become. So when you remove yourself as the problem, then they don't have anybody to blame anymore but themselves, okay? Not everybody is dealing with the third party, so this could just be the influence of the masculine realizing that his take on relationships or his connection with feminines might stem from a very unhealthy, dysfunctional relationship with a caretaker from childhood. And that, we're finally starting to see very clearly that, wow, this is not what I want. This could also be a masculine who has been with someone, this is really shitty to say, but has been with someone for all the wrong reasons. They've been with someone out of, I need to be with this person for security reasons, or that they need to be with someone for status. And they're starting to realize it's not what they want. So this masculine's going through a major shadow this week and either trying to escape an unhappy situation, or it's finally clear to him that this does not make him happy. So I hope that resonates for someone out there. All right, interesting. Let's now take a look and see the divine masculine's energy towards the divine feminine. Let's look. All right, this is my Shift Your Vibes deck. Okay, so we have beauty. So he sees the feminine as a beautiful feminine. Sees the beauty in the connection. Maybe while he's watching the sunset, he's thinking about her. Wow, he's thinking about past times, inner child. He's thinking about all the fun that he's had with her. He's seeing her as being very innocent and endearing, kind of like, you didn't deserve what I did to you. You might even be seen as someone that he wants to have children with, somebody that would be good to have children with. All right, this is my divine masculine. Oh, that was the Twin Flame Journey Oracle, my revised new edition. And this one is my divine masculine tarot. Afraid to let you in. 9 of Wands. Okay, so we've got a masculine who is looking at the sunset, kind of ruminating, I guess, is what I'm getting here. Ruminating, thinking of past times with the feminine, thinking about the beginning when they first came together. But there's also this fear to let you in, to embrace you, to let you into his heart space. There's a fear that he has still. So he sees himself as still holding back. I feel like this is also something that's being said. It's not you, it's me. You're beautiful. You're lovely. But you don't deserve all this shit that I have going on in my life. I don't want to bog you down. I don't want to ruin your innocence because of my shadow, because of my crap. So that's how this masculine could be viewing the feminine right now. All right, heart space energy. Okay, so we have my heart is still alive for you. We have move your body, so it's kind of like when we come together, heart and soul and body colliding. There's something that he is feeling there, something that he is thinking about. But he's stuck. He's trapped by obstacles. He's only focusing on his fears or what he can't do instead of what he can do. So it's kind of interesting to me because we saw the overall vibe that was coming through with this masculine. So to me, it's kind of contradictory. He wants to be free. He wants to take a risk. But yet we still have this situation that he's trying to escape from, that he feels stuck and afraid. So, it's like his head saying one thing, but his heart's saying another. But it's always been you, 10 of Cups. So it's like, you're the one that I want. You're the one that I should be with. You're the one that I want to ultimately choose. So he does have this dream of this 10 of Cups energy with her. Even though he might be stuck or trapped right now, feminine, he has this in his heart space that he wants to, move mountains with you. He wants to move through these storms with you. He wants to have this life with you. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, how is he seeing things in the 3D world? We have feed the soul. I feel like he wants to nourish himself by being in your presence. He wants to, spend time with you physically, because this really feeds his soul. So I feel like he's really longing for this right now. So if you guys are in separation or there's circumstances keeping the two of you apart, he really feels this need to feed himself with your energy. And I'm getting for some of you guys, because it's been so long. You guys have been on a break, right? It's like coming together and having a F fest. I just got that. Okay, sorry to be vulgar, but that's just what I'm seeing here. Coming together and just like having a couple of days together, if you know what I mean. So that's coming through. All right. Really longing for that. Wanting that. But see, there's something in the way. It keeps coming through. Third party, yes, something in the way. Maybe it's the heartbreak. If there's a reason that you guys have been on a break because of some betrayal or heartbreak, that's why there's this physical separation. So something that's in the way is what happened, what went down, or what's occurring right now. So that creates a problem. So there's a real challenge trying to be together, but this masculine is trying to break free from that this week by just saying, F it, throw caution to the wind, and just making that phone call, making something happen. All right, this is his overall energy. Okay, so it could be that he's like, kind of having a conversation with the divine. I'm also getting here on a soul level. He's having a conversation with you, feminine. He's talking to you telepathically. He's talking it out. He might be praying or meditating on what to do. We have winter, December, January, February. This could be when you guys met. This could be when you guys had an issue or a problem, or when you guys, parted ways. This could also be what he is planning, maybe planning to come back in some sort of, I'm not really getting that though. I'm getting here frozen in time, like winter. This connection has gone dormant. There's been a hibernation mode. There's also been a hiatus, right? Downtime, hibernation. So throughout this hiatus that you guys have been on, this separation, I feel like he's really prayed about what to do, or maybe even prayed for your return, feminine. But I think he's starting to realize that he's going to have to be the one that makes the move and does something. And that might be one of the reasons that all that energy was coming up before. Yeah, so you complement my life, Six of Pentacles. So this just means that it's not that he's starting to realize, I think he's known this for a while, that you actually complement his life. You don't make his life more difficult. I feel like somebody else has not complimented his life. Maybe he thought they would and they don't. They're not for him, but you are. He's starting to realize throughout the months, throughout the seasons that go by, that you're actually the one that complements his life, not this other person, if there is one, or not these other things that he has chosen. So there's this realization that I took a wrong turn somewhere and I need to break free. I need to get away from whatever this is, and I need to make something happen. I need to take a risk, pull something out of my hat, and do something here to make a change. Okay? So that's what we got. Where did you guys leave off in this connection? Okay? Where did you leave things off in this connection? This is my Divine Love Inspiration Oracle. Where did you guys leave off here? Okay, so whenever I see birds, this indicates to me other people's influence, other flocks. Birds of the same feathers flock together. Social energy. So a gathering of people, more than one. Where you guys left off, there could have been the influence of other parties, but that doesn't mean that there was cheating or lying. It just means the influence of someone or people. It could be what our peers think, what our family thinks, what our best friend thinks, what our parents think, or someone. And I feel like that's where you guys left off. You left off with other people involving themselves in your connection or influencing your connection in some sort of way. This could have also been someone's need to want to spread their wings and fly, wanting to fly the nest and basically go off into other territories and explore. That could have been where you guys left off as well. This is my Earth and Sky Oracle. Venus. Well, the thing is, you guys didn't part with no love being present. So even if someone said to you, I'm just not feeling it, I just feel like what was going on is they just didn't know how they were feeling, period. It had nothing really to do with you. But we do have personal taste and values. We also have pleasure and sensuality. Somebody may have just felt like, you know what, I just need to explore. I just need to figure out what else is out there. I need to figure out, you know, if something else matches up with me better. I know that sounds shitty, but sometimes that's just where people are at. And that could be the influence of other people. If you have family members or friends that basically say, oh, we've always envisioned that you would be with this kind of person and you're not that person, that they're going to be an influence on someone to say, hey, I don't think that person's right for you. And when you have someone that maybe really values what other people think, then they're going to change their taste accordingly. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what else. We have the Six of Cups. Yeah, memories remain. So send her my love from Journey is coming through, okay? Because this is someone that walks away, but memories remain. I remember breaking your heart, but the love is still there. So I do feel like even though you guys parted, there was still attraction. There was still love there. There was still this energy. So it's kind of like, why are we breaking up? Why is this ending? What we have, there's a connection. And it says, we will flock together once again. This masculine could have parted ways with you, feminine, thinking in his head that maybe he would come back after he, I hate to say this, got something out of his system, figured something out, took some time for himself. Maybe he just thought he would just need some more time. But, that could be something that really created an issue trying to come back. Maybe he couldn't for whatever reason. Or maybe it's not as easy as he thought it was going to be. All right, what else? Clearing. Getting rid of anything that isn't serving you. Okay. This is going to sound harsh, but this is just what I'm getting here. This masculine, I feel, was either not happy in his life and he needed to clear away and get rid of things that weren't working. And it could have been, feminine, that he started to look at this connection with you as a problem. I would be happier if I was just free, if I was just on my own, or if I didn't have this pressure to choose between you and this other person, if that's your story. So it just was easier, perhaps, to clear you out. I hate to say that, but I am picking that up. I feel like this masculine had a lot of other things that he could have gotten rid of, but chose to keep those things and clear you instead. Yeah, we have Mercury. So Mercury is planet of communication, logical and rational thinking, information, ideas, and self-expression. Yeah, this decision or conversation or communication, it was explained in a way that might have felt very disconnected, very cutthroat, very like, wow, like, did I ever mean anything to you? I just feel like this was being made from a head perspective, not a heart perspective. So where you guys left things off, it does look like it was kind of heartless, actually. And I feel like it could have created a lot of sadness here. Yeah, because you really didn't deserve that, feminine. Queen of Pentacles, I feel that was you. Like, you showed up in this connection to love, to build, to nurture. You were very giving to this masculine. So after everything that you gave to this connection, how could he just turn around and just cut you out? You know, how could he express himself in this way with just such careless, you know, just thoughtless, I'm getting here, like thoughtless words or just cutthroat attitude? How could he do it? So I feel like this probably left you, feminine, in a lot of pain. Oops, wrong deck. All right, let's go ahead and get some more. Maybe even chose someone else. So if there was a third party here, it's like the logical thing to do was to stay with someone who he had children with. So he had something had to give, something had to go, and that was you. So I do feel like for some of you, not everyone, that a choice was made to stay for practical reasons with the partner that they did not really truly love, but they stayed in it anyways. And we can clearly see with what the shadows are and what the challenges and lessons are that that person, like your divine masculine, is not happy with that person. It didn't get better. Okay? That's only for a select few. We have gratitude. Thank you for loving me in my dark times. I feel like this masculine at the end of the day, because this vibe, this very caring, loving vibe coming from the feminine, you may have stood by his side. You may have been very understanding. You may have been very supportive, but yet it didn't change. It didn't change, or it doesn't change the outcome. You can be as kind and as giving as you want to be, but it's not going to change anything. This masculine has to choose for himself. This masculine has to be ready to do these things. So being the best possible person that you can be, it's not going to make a difference. And I think that can sometimes be very hard because we think that if we act a certain way that we will have some sort of result, and it doesn't always work that way. So I feel like there was a conversation perhaps for some of you guys where someone said, thank you, I appreciate our time together, you mean a lot to me, but there was like this big but. And you just felt totally like either shocked, let down, something. Capricorn's energy. So Capricorn is devil. Capricorn is Saturn. I do feel like someone chose money, or someone chose security. Someone chose someone or something else that was materialistic and about survival and codependency. There was a decision that was made, and it created a challenge, and it could have been something that I can't forgive you. It was so horrible what you did to me. I can't forgive you. I'll never be able to forgive you. It could have left that kind of karma now hanging in the balance between you and your masculine, feminine. Something may have happened that was pretty bad. So thank you for loving me in my dark times. I was in a dark period when I did this unforgivable thing. Will you ever forgive me? Interesting. You may have taken this masculine back for doing things before that were not on the up and up, and you did that many times, and you thought that if you did this, that he would really love you, feminine. But I feel like for some of you guys, it didn't change anything. He either did it again or he did not choose this connection. So it creates a lot of just a lot of heaviness here. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is the masculine just literally sabotaging himself at the end of the day. It's like, you know what you're doing is effed up. You know what you're doing is either wrong, or you know that you're not going to be happy, but like you just do it anyways because you're broken. So you just are like, screw it. It's a total nightmare. Your life is a shit show, but you do it anyways. You already know. It's like this walking nightmare. So this masculine, I feel at the time with whatever has happened here, almost like knew that something was not going to work out and did it anyways, chose to stay or to go down that road anyways. But it's a part of his ascension. It's a part of his growth to do these things, feminine. So I feel like it could be a message for you to realize that it's not that you weren't good enough or that you weren't worth it. It's because the masculine has something going on within. It's his road to figure it out. And we have mission. So I feel like ultimately, if you guys did go into a separation, it pushed you into your gifts. It pushed you into your mission, your purpose to inspire and to heal other people. So I actually see that that's a good thing. Sometimes these separations and breakups can really push us into an awakening. Yep, things speed up, fast-paced events, pursuit of goals, quick response times, cheetah. So anything that maybe we've been kind of like, holding ourselves back from. So I'll just give you guys this example. When you guys come together and you meet someone and you feel like this incredible, amazing connection, sometimes if you don't have anything else going on, you'll make this your entire world. And then you'll kind of fall short with your work, your taking care of yourself, your other relationships. Well, when something falls apart and you feel like, wow, like you're on your freaking knees and you're on your spiritual knees, you start to see everything from a totally different perspective, and you start to look at all the things that you haven't been doing. And so what it does is it lights a firecracker under your ass to get going and to take care of yourself and to step into your talents and other things besides this connection. So I feel like some of you guys, it just may have it was meant to end. It was meant to transform you and bring you to your spiritual knees so that way you could grow. It's like you couldn't grow perhaps with this masculine at that time, and him with you as well. Yeah, I like that. 6 of Swords, tranquility ahead. So as long as we move forward, as long as we don't get hung up and stop and put our lives on hold, we will thrive. We will heal. We will step into our gifts, and we will be on this journey in a more tranquil way. So where you guys left off, obviously something went down. There could be a lot of third party or just deception here, some unforgivable acts, and somebody that was just on a road to destruction. But instead of it letting you or it destroy your life, it's like you decide to take the higher road. You decide to take a different road, feminine. And that's just kind of where things are at right now, I feel, for you. And maybe you're right now kind of reflecting back on everything and going, I'm hoping at some point like he'll figure it out and that he'll make wrongs right and make some different decisions. And I feel for some of you that is on the horizon. That is something that is going to happen. So we're going to leave it there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the extended. So we're going to see what is left to be experienced together. So what's left on your journey to be, experienced. We could already see the business that you guys have experienced so far. Now we're going to go into a lot of the stuff that's left to be experienced, what remains unspoken or unexplained, as well as signs that the divine masculine is currently receiving from spirit and the universe about you and this connection that ultimately helps to be a navigator on this journey for him right now. So anyways, if you guys are interested in those extra messages, I will put that link down below. So thank you guys again so much for choosing to watch this reading. Take care. Bye-bye.